Welcome to the tutorial in Java for ArrayList and HashMap. First, you have to import the necessary commands. These are the three for HashMap and ArrayList. You may also import the map if you wish to use iteration and other related function of the HashMap. So basically, a map is a unique element or a particular element of a HashMap. So first, talking about ArrayList is basically equal to an array, but the difference is that in array list you don't specify the size and there is no definite size of an array list. The rest, the format is as follows. You type array list, in angular brackets you type the data type that you want to store in the particular type of array list, space variable name is equal to new, which is the new constructor, space array list, in angular brackets data type, followed by opening and closing curly braces in consequent opening and closing brackets, and then a semicolon. So let us see the first example. Here I have created an array list. Name of this array list is list with the data type string, and I have just added 3 strings to this array list using the list.add or .add method, and then I can iterate to this array list using a for each loop, for string element, because the list contains the strings. So I type for string and space any random variable name that you wish to use, semicolon list. So for every string element of the list, system.print element. So it will take each string from this list array list and pass it to the variable element, and then we can do processing on that variable element. Then we move on to HashMap. So basically HashMap is also a kind of an array list, but the only difference is that the HashMap operates not on the basis of position, but it operates on the basis of key value pairs. So basically you have a key and then you have a value, and you usually locate the data in a HashMap by key. So a key gives you a particular value. It is same like that of a phone book, in which we can relate key as a name and the value as the phone number. So here it is a hash map of integer as key and string as value. So here, like this, you define a new hash map similar to the array list, and then we use the map.put, not add method, but we use the .put method, first parameter being the key and second parameter being the value to be put. You can similarly iterate through a hash map using a for each loop. What you basically do is, there's a for loop in which we use map.entry, as map.entry represents a single element of a hash map. So to use map.entry you must import java.util.map, as I was discussing earlier. So then you write map.entry m belongs to, that is separating it by a semicolon conductor as shown here, map.entry set. You use the .entry set method of a hash map to get the entry set, and it will return a list of related key value pairs which you can access your for each loop. Now this map.entry, so when you type m.getKey, you get the key of the element map.entry m, which belongs to map.entry set, which belongs to map. So basically we are taking the entry set of the HashMap map, taking each entry, that's each key value pair, we are taking one by one using this for each loop, and each key is basically of the data type or of the class map.entry and assigned to m. Then m has a key which can be retrieved by m.getKey, and m has a value which can be retrieved by m.getValue. So here I am actually iterating or going through all the elements of a hash map by using this for each loop. Then you may also use a nested hash map by actually specifying a hash map which with key as a data type and value as again a hash map which has its own key and value. Similarly, you can also nest the hash maps as follows. So basically you created a hash map nn of string key and string value, then you added 2 entries to it, and then you another create a hash map with string key and a hash map of string key and string value as a hash map. which I have named as nested map. Then we put nested map, we put that class A as then we put the value as nn. So whenever I have print the output, the nested hash map is printed out. So now running it with this gives us the output as follows. So when I'm accessing the array list using the for each type of loop, I'm able to access all the elements one by one. Then in the hash map, I'm again iterating the hash map we created with the map variable name, and I'm iterating it. So I'm using the key as 4567 and value is student 2, and so on. I am able to iterate the hash map. Then I am also able to print out a nested hash map. So basically in the nested hash map, that is nested map, there is a key class A which holds another hash map as a value of this key, which contains the key Ravi Jain with value male and Ravita Sharma with value female. So this was all about array list and hash maps in Java.